It's simple to become successful, but it's not easy. If it was easy, then everyone would be doing it. It's simple because if you just try the same thing over and over again, eventually you're gonna crack it and it's gonna work out. Today, I'm gonna tell you exactly how you can become successful, mostly in terms of starting your own business, but if not, this literally applies in every aspect of life. Individuals that take action beat out those that don't, regardless of the quality of their ideas and action. Take, for example, something that I see all the time. Now, if you follow me on Instagram, you would know that I did daily vlogs for a bit. So people come up to me all the time and say, oh, I wanna make vlogs, but I'm too busy. I'm saving up money so I can buy this and that. And oh, I need to wait for this so then my channel launch can be perfect. In reality, this doesn't really matter. So you see how you're stuck in this endless cycle and you're waiting for things to be perfect when in reality, you should just get going. If you scroll down to the bottom of my Reels tab and watch, the first few vlogs I made, it's actually pretty bad. I hate going down there. The videos are weirdly structured. I look weird, I sound weird, but because I made those videos and because I tried it, it gave me the experience that I needed, and now I can make much better videos. By all means, I'm not saying you should keep putting out trash over and over again, because that's not gonna get you anywhere either. So when I started my vlogs, I wasn't thinking about it for a month or a year or even a week. I saw someone do the same challenge a day before, so I was like, okay, why not? I'm gonna try to go 30 days, 30 vlogs, and I just did it. So while you might not succeed in what you're doing at first, what's important is that you started, you're gonna learn, and you're only going to get better. About a year and a half ago, I had a phase where I had a bunch of business ideas, and so I grabbed my friend and we're like, okay, let's just try all these business ideas. None of them ended up working out, and now I know they didn't, so I don't have to waste more time on it and thinking about it. I'm sure you've heard from some silly inspirational video on TikTok or Instagram Reels that everyone has the same 24 hours every day, but it is true. A lot of people always say, I don't have time to do this, I don't have time for content creation, I don't have time to start my own business, but what you mean is not, I don't have time for this, it just means I'm not prioritizing it. I would love to be an academic beast and end up at Harvard, but it's not that I don't have time for that, it's just that I'm not prioritizing it. If I dropped my business, stopped working out, stopped talking to friends, then maybe I could be smart enough and end up at Harvard, but that's just not something I'm prioritizing. Here, so let's look at it this way. Let's break down 24 hours. Let's say you're asleep for 9 hours, you're in classes and studying for 5 hours, you spend 2 hours watching Instagram Reels and TikTok, you spend 2 hours eating, 3 hours in the gym, and 3 hours hanging out with your friends. Now, this isn't a real schedule, I kind of just made it up, but that's your 24 hours in the day. So then you say to me, Nathan, I don't have time to start my own business. It's not that you don't have time, it's just that there's things that you prioritize. For example, if you spend that 3 hours instead of hanging out with your friends, there's 3 hours you can be working on your business. I'm not saying to drop your friends. I'm not saying to stop going to the gym. In fact, I don't really care, but if you actually want to make change in your life, then there's gonna be things that you're gonna have to balance. But maybe a year ago, I didn't really know exactly how much time I was spending on this and that. So my solution is that I started very diligently tracking down my day and figuring out exactly how long I spent on Instagram, how long I spent eating, how long I spent whatever. If you click the link in the description, it's a free Google Doc that if you click on that, it'll make a copy of it into your Google Drive, and you can start tracking down what you do and how much time you're spending on everything. And then after that, you can, start figuring out what your priorities are and how you can shift that. And then obviously, if you're lying on that, you're just lying to yourself. So if you're gonna use it, be diligent and don't lie to yourself. Success isn't something that can happen instantly, but taking action is something that definitely can. Take, for example, this video. Right now, I'm not even in Calgary, which is the city I'm normally in. I'm in Vancouver visiting my sister, and earlier I was at a cafe with my friend getting some work done, and if they're watching, they can vouch for me, but I was thinking about this YouTube video that I wanted to make. So I decided I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna record it, I'm gonna script it, and I'm gonna get it out. And so the day you're seeing this video, if you're watching it the day I posted it, is the day that I had the idea for it, the day I recorded it and scripted it and everything. Let me tell you about one of the clients that I've been working with for a few months. And by the way, if you don't know, I run a social media marketing agency. And one of my clients is Arc Solar. If you're curious, you can look them up. But if you take a look at their website, you really wouldn't have expected that they only started 2 years ago. It started with just a group of hungry university students, and they saw a problem with how solar companies treated their employees and sales reps. So instead of sitting there on their butts and complaining, they did something and they fixed the problem. It's been 2 years since they opened, and they have now hit $10 million in revenue, over $10 million in revenue, and they have some of the best paid sales guys in Canada. But it's not like that just happened overnight. They had to work their asses off to get there. Business is one of the most rewarding adventures that you can go on, and when you're making progress and seeing results and all your hard work is paying off, everything is great. But it is also the biggest test of your self-belief and dedication when things aren't going well and you're not quite seeing results. So what I'm saying is, if you want to build something valuable, maybe get off your butt, stop watching this YouTube video, and get to work.